Reporting for assignment, sir.
Assignment? Ah, so you must be the new conscript.
I'm the new communications officer. I'm Zach. And you must be...
The old communications officer.
I see. Why are you leaving?
Alice is pursuing other avenues of political covenant.
What does that even mean?
I resigned.
Oh, why?
Well, it was a mutual agreement to withdraw from engagement.
Alice needs to pursue external funding and political streams independent of our peace-promoting efforts.
I was frog-marched out of here last Friday.
Pretty impressive for the Ministry of Peace, isn't it?
The Human Resource Liaison Officers conducted an immediate peace assurance dispersion exercise. If you quit, you're an immediate national security threat. The next cyber terrorist until you're off the premises.
Why on earth did you come back?
They saw how messy my desk was.
Well, on the bright side, I get to meet my predecessor.
Yes, I suppose you do.
Would it be inappropriate for you to tell me here?
Ah, Zach, my boy. And Alice, still here. Lost in the history books, forward thinking, future projections.
Right!
I like to consider times like these as opportunities to embrace new synergies. You, the new communications officer, and me. Allow me to properly introduce myself. Stanley, the head of comms here at the ministry.
Standard! Is that your first or last name?
You'd say a fusion of both. A forward-reaching amalgam which appeals to Generation Takers. It's my handle, my digital handprint, if you will.
You'll find they're very hip to the groove here.
Really?
They made me use hip to the groove in a press release targeted at young people. It was part of our military recruitment drive.
Here at the Ministry of Peace, we're proud of what we do.
I wasn't aware you're part of the military recruitment.
We facilitate peace as part of a proactive overarching engagement strategy.
Our business, Zach, is war.
Yes, Zach. We're exponents of world's best practice, democracy-wise, freedom-wise, and sovereignty-wise. Here at the Ministry of Peace, we deliver to the people crucial information regarding national prosperity.
Right! That's what I thought.
You're a recent graduate, yes? Top marks, I believe?
I suppose it was a good, honest education. I graduated from the community college in Ivy Creek.
Oh, honestly, you may not be indoctrinated enough for this.
Yes. There's plenty of time. Here at the Ministry, we promote peace, and we are proactive in ensuring that any information we dispense to the media is both succinct and transparent.
Every press release is basically see-through.
What we value most here at the Ministry is information rationalization. What inspires you as a communications specialist?
I've always wanted to be a journalist. I like storytelling.
And fairy tales.
Perfect. We're so proactively forward-planning the endings. We call them mutually beneficial risk-assessed outcomes.
With the mutual third party being
Our engagement partner.
We're the resource-rich third world.
not the northern provinces.
Oh, you got it.
Seriously.
Zach, the northern provinces have been a breeding ground for barbaric enemies of freedom for too long. It's exciting to be making a difference in a place where the civilians dream of being just like us.
Bill, I just thought that we would be trying to end the war there.
Our strategic peace-building endgame does not specify when peace is scheduled to begin. At this stage, we're more interested in democracy building.
I'm all for democracy.
Yeah, of course you are.
We are incentivizing our engagement partners to create conditions conducive to affirmative cross-border funding streams.
The multinationals, our companies, are moving in.
Sorry, what do the multinationals have to do with us? And what's my role in all this as communications officer?
This is the Ministry of Peace. Here in communications, we forward promote civil harmony where it's needed.
Forward promote?
For example, civil harmony in the northern provinces. It was our initial invasion that triggered full-scale civil war. So now it's our responsibility to craft speeches for both peace ministers and put together press releases to appease both sides of the media.
Yes, you'll also deal with the Ministry of Defense.
So I should introduce myself.
They're not here. They've shifted to the northern provinces.
But they're our Ministry of Defense, though.
Yes, but there's nothing to defend against
We're
here.
not the ones under attack, silly. We foster remote, collaborative, and holistic governance. Thanks to us, our engagement partner is moving slowly towards free and fair elections. We're ensuring the conditions for parliamentary democracy.
Now that we're done overthrowing their leader.
Of course, there will always be operational challenges in the northern provinces.
Insurgent groups continue turning on each other without permission.
I heard they're killing innocents, women and children.
And to counter, we're implementing strategic gravitational descents to safeguard freedom, peace, and sovereignty.
They're dropping bombs.
Logistical challenges.
Collateral damage.
So, to maintain peace,
We have to kill the women and children.
It's the inevitable flow-on effect of a mutually beneficial risk-assess strategy. Sometimes force is necessary to counter evil in its purest form.
but it just sounds like terrible violence from us.
Force. They use violence. We use force.
There's a difference.
The side you're on and how you wrote the speeches.
As I said, we're implementing strategic gravitational descents. See?
Yeah, no, yes, I see.
You'll also deal with the Ministry of Health,
They coordinate the city.
Employment.
Oh, the Ministry of Water.
What do these departments have to do with the Ministry of Peace?
Peace requires a coordinated approach to information refinement and delivery. Collectivity enables us to capacity build, to streamline the information we disseminate. Quality over quantity.
Fine! Great! I'm all for that, I guess.
And in due course, you can upward transition into a more technologically geared workspace.
Sounds promising.
You might end up on the 16th floor, launching drone attacks. They're a million miles away.
All of this for freedom and democracy. I just don't particularly care for the war aspect of things.
In every way, freedom is expensive, and peace is a constant fight.
I'm leaving peace behind to study physics!
In all honesty, I'm feeling very conflicted about being here right now. And the communications officer side of my communications officer role is... well, it's confusing.
Well, if you're confused, so is the public!
It's a good thing, Zach.
Alice, always chatting. Are we tidied up?
I am.
Somewhat sad to see you go. You do know how to turn a phrase, just so. But still, now there's young Zach here.
Physics, huh?
Young man, you and I, mostly you, have some very important speeches to elucidate for the peace ministers. Pen to paper, shall we?
Well, this seems like a pretty good place to start. Alice, if it's all right with you, I shall take over your seat and put my back into it.
Before you back into anything, I literally only just heard that the ministry has stimulated our resources.
Literally stimulated.
Spiral ascent and descent to the new parameters of our productivity, at least for junior officers, those inclined to chatter and be distracted more than is necessary. Oh. Your workstation is being ruined. The festive immediately. You'll be waging peace from outside in the stairwell. Don't worry, most of us use the elevators, so be quiet. I didn't say it's peaceful. It's bolted to the floor.
So long as the war continues, you will no doubt have your own office within the year.
So glad to have you with us here at the ministry where Alice, peace rules.